What's going on, folks, and welcome back to another Scum video. I hope we're all doing well as always. Thank you very much for your ongoing support on the channel. If you haven't hit like, subscribe, then please be sure to do so. Now, you're going to be seeing a completely different format here. I may keep it, I might not, but it's just trying to get a little bit more personable between myself and you guys who watch my content. But for this one, I feel like is a little bit special, and I would like to be on a webcam for this one to sort of go through and talk. And I would love to hear your comments in down in the description after this video, guys. It is going to be a bit lengthy, but Gamepires have just opened up, or about to open up, Gamepires Norway, which is absolutely incredible to see. And we're going to go through this to find out the reasons why, what they're doing. Is it a new game? And also, is it more of an expansion to Scum currently? So we're actually going to go through this and see what is going on. The devs have been very, very quiet about this, and I had no idea about this whatsoever. So it kind of makes me understand why they've been very quiet for a long time. And now Tomislav has started to post stuff back onto his Twitter and Gamepires as well. So we're going to get through this. They did post out a tweet today. So I really will appreciate your time, guys, if you can stick through this video to find out exactly what's going on. I know there's going to be a lot of comments saying Gamepires has got too many bugs to you know, for this game and stuff like this, but it's kind of like you kind of do this, you know, you go back, you progress, you go back, you progress. That is programming, ladies and gents. That's how it works. And this is the most advanced open world survival game to date for this type of this genre of open world survival. And I really, really do truly think that this is going to be one of, if not the best open world survival game of our time. And I really do believe that Gamepires have come far from so, you know, they had like 4 or 5 people when they started, and now they've got like a team of 50. They got a massive business, and they've now expanding over to Norway, all within the space of 4 years, which is phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. So we're going to get through this as quick as we can. Then I'm going to show you some other pictures and stuff of basically some of the updates and stuff that are coming as well. I've got some really cool pictures I want to show you after this, but for this segment the format's going to be like this. So thank you very much for your time, and also please don't forget to smash that like, as it really does help to push the video out after I've uploaded it. So let's have a look here. Let's have a look. You guys will hopefully see that on the screen. You might have to get it on a big screen to see it. Let's start, actually no, let's not start there. Let's start here. One of the most successful games within the survival genre has big plans to expand to Norway. It all started with an email to one of the founders of the Zagreb-based developer company Gamepires, Tomislav Pongrak, who we all know. The Croatians are behind the survival game Scum, which has become known online as one of the more hardcore games of its genre, thanks to advanced game mechanics that make the game a notch more realistic than most others. Few, if any, other games track vitamin intake and stomach contents, and players who take these aspects for granted can end up with a game over screen thanks to illness or diarrhea. It goes on to say, just taking care to wear the right layers of clothing. Remember, wool is on the inside. In stormy weather can be vital, not to mention the many dangers that beasts and other players face. A survival game in the true sense of the word, that is. A very famous picture there we've seen since the early days of Scum right there. So fired up the idea. The email to Gamepires came from Torbernard Slathow, who was a diehard fan of the game since its launch in early access 4 years ago, and who saw both opportunities for improvement and a potential to expand the game into more familiar settings. Slathow, and if I do pronounce that wrong, I do apologise. Slathow is currently the General Secretary of Stiftelsen Retford, which works with the disadvantaged in Norway, but the email to Pongrak meant the new opportunity opened up. The dialogue went from discussing game ideas to what could be done in an expansion, and Pongrak touched on the possibility of setting the action of a new game in Norway and of establishing a company in Norway that can run the development together with the head office in Croatia. So there's words there of setting the action of a new game in Norway, which could possibly mean a new game, but we'll get onto something else that says something a little bit different later. Gamepires haven't really gone into any detail with this. This is like the first press release of this. A visit to Norway cemented the feeling that this was worth doing, and at the end of 2021, Gamepires Norge AS was founded. The plan is to develop an entirely separate version of Scum set in Svalbard. Slathow says that the area is as if created for a survival world, with long nature, difficult conditions, and long year buy-in, which can form the backdrop for a game. You can easily see that history can also be baked into what is on Svalbard today. Maybe something has happened at the seed vault there that has caused a disaster. Okay, so raising capital. Scum Norway edition has not been officially announced yet, and in theory is not completely settled either. The financial aspects must be taken care of first. But we wouldn't have spent the time and resources to found a company and bring in key people if there wasn't a real desire to do something here. Some really cool stuff coming up, because I have read this through. This is the Gamepires Norway manager, Tor Bernard Slathow. Please tell me I pronounced that right. If I didn't, I do apologize. I'm sorry. The key being talked about here is to have a broad background from the key people being talked about have a broad background from politics, marketing, and business, and are now in place on the board, explains Slathow. However, he is open that there has been a slight lack of know-how about Svalbard and the Norwegian gaming market. Therefore, Gamepires has entered into an agreement with Svalbard-based Arctic Arena to help learn more about Svalbard, what Svalbard is like, and to have a foot in the door in the gaming industry in Norway. Close ties with the game developers Tidvis, who specialise in historical games set in Norway, are also tied. Now it remains to raise equity to get the game, to get the starting gun fired in earnest. Slathow estimates that they will need around 20 million Norwegian crown, I think it is, to get started properly, and there may be talk of hiring developers. Exactly where a potential development studio will be located is still not set in stone, but it's not impossible that it will also be added to Svalbard. I know you're going to be just hearing my voice droning on here, guys, but please try and stay focused. This is huge news for Scum, and any information in future I'll also be posting out on the video as well. The fact that we now have a AAA game that looks at Norway, which has already established a company here with people with a good business background, shows that it is a serious investment, says Slathow. Gamepires says they are in dialogue with several actors for funding, and that they also have the door open to collaborating with Norwegian developers and studios to work in the development of the game. That is what is interesting here, is that Scum is already a success, explains Slathow. The game has sold around 3 million copies, although it is still only available in early access, and for now the game is only available on PC, future for consoles as well. Because I did a Q&A with devs recently, and they absolutely are dying to get this on a console, which is going to be great for revenue and sales and financial reasons, and they can push the game, but they can do so much more with this game. It's like they have the golden, blueprint for open world survival. Yes, there's a few bugs here and there. That is in the middle of early access, but it is, like I said at the beginning, the most advanced open world survival game of our time. In my eyes, that's what I think it is. The calculations that indicate normal sales of a new edition of the game means that this is one of the safer investment projects in this country, and the potential is even greater. So they're talking about, I'm not going to go through this bit because I've read this bit, guys. They're talking about going through the tourism and business of Norway, and how, they mentioned Mission Impossible, sort of, just having a few minutes of Mission Impossible in Norway has created some traction for tourism within another country, and stuff like that as well. And I'll be honest, if I see a certain place in the world, and I have done on a few occasions, probably 3 places I've seen in games, and I've actually gone to that country and actually fell in love, one being Iceland. So playing games can really push tourism to other places, and I've been to Iceland twice, and it's still one of the most beautiful countries I've ever been to in the world. And that's just one of the places that I've been inspired to go by playing games and stuff like that as well. A lot of people, people who aren't gamers, they'll see stuff on films like, they mention Mission Impossible, and people then want to go to their country to actually be there, and, it's a really good thing. It's really nice. So let's just look here. Look at the city of Samabor in Scum. Walk around there and you'll recognize yourself if you have visited the actual city. There is nothing to suggest that something similar cannot be done in a game set, for example, Tonsberg. Computer games should be more of the agenda for business policy in Norway. Slathow believes and urges that politicians can take advantage of the enormous untapped potential here. And gaming is huge, as we know, and can be used for advertising, which they do all around the world, same as TV. Here we have a game that will use Norwegian areas, Norwegian nature, potentially Norwegian history. If we succeed with Scum Norway, set in Svalbard, then there is nothing to prevent us from succeeding with even more games. For example, more historical versions, for example, set in the Viking Age. And that is literally that, guys. That is that part. And believe it or not, I've had to record this video twice because I got to this point and realized I wasn't recording. So just a little laugh for you guys there. So yeah, my voice is drying out a little bit. So from what we see there, they are opening obviously Scum Norway, and they're going to be expanding, but also at the same time they can do more with the blueprints for this game in terms of open world survival. Considering that they have those blueprints, the programming and everything ready to sort of go for your character, it's almost like a full-on Tamagotchi. You know, you have to urinate, you have to defecate, you know, you've got the intakes and outtakes and uses of your body, your character. The sun makes a difference, the shade makes a difference, everything. Every single thing that would affect us in real life is put into this character, and they can now use this for an open world game. Would they be using Unreal Engine 5 for this as well? I don't know. I have no idea. This is the first bit of press release we've ever seen, and I'm really excited to get this out. And I'm so sorry it's over a 10-minute video, but I really do appreciate your time here. So I'm very, very, very excited about this. I really and truly am. So what I'm going to do now, what we're going to do is we're going to go through some of the images in the next scene, and I'm just going to show you some of the pictures before we sort of close the video out. So thank you very much for checking this bit, this part, and I'll see you in 2 seconds. Right, so for this little segment here, ladies and gents, I'm just going to show you some of these images that you're going to see on the screen right now. We have another image of the female character, and this looks amazing. It really and truly does, like phenomenally amazing, and I can't wait to actually see the male characters have this as well. It's almost like you kind of get that Star Citizen kind of feel with the way the characters are, detail of these characters and stuff like that as well. So I'm very, very excited for this. As you can see, you've got the like a female character here with makeup, etc. We're going to go to the next image here. I'm going to go on to more images in a moment of the female character, but I'm kind of just going through whatever's in my folder for the pictures, so I'm just going to go through these. Now, if you look at this image here, this is before the optimization. So Sembor City, that's currently in D4 and D3, that's kind of like split up, and in C4, C3, I think it is. That city, a lot of it is being closed down. They're actually going to be shutting a lot of the buildings up, and they're trying to build up the performance and optimization for this. I know some people aren't going to like that, and at the same time, you're not going to be able to use them to build as a base and lock up and stuff like that. So, so we have the blueprint here. If you look at the red square there, that blueprint is 1.2 gigabytes. That's what that takes up. Now, if you go to the next shot here, that now takes 215 megabytes. So you can see, imagine all of that data around the whole city with a lot of buildings being locked down and stuff like this. You can see how much that performance is going to push over to your PC, which is going to be great. So there's another image here of another building that's closed down. We've got another image here. I'm not sure how many buildings in the city are closed down, but apparently there's going to be quite a lot, which is kind of good in a way. It makes it desolate. I mean, people are still going to go there, you know, for PvP and stuff. There's another image there, and another image there. They'll probably keep that one open there. We've also got the little cars, the larders, as you can see. Modular vehicles are going to be coming in very soon, very soon, as far as I'm aware. And another image there, which looks really cool with the police cars and such. Let's have another look. What else do we have? We have another image here of the female character, which you guys can see right here. And doesn't she look amazing? This looks awesome to be able to have character creation. I know there's other bugs in the game, guys, but having your character creation is something we've been wanting for a long time. Always see that on the forums. It's always there. And I think we've got one more image here, which I'm going to put a censored thing over them puppies, because otherwise I could easily get demonetized on this video for this. So yes, you can see that there's some pictures here of the females and such, and the character creation. So, ladies and gents, that is all I have for you today, but I decided that I wanted to try a different format. And you guys never get to see me actually do commentary or make a video like this. You just generally hear my voice. So I know we've been going on for around 15 minutes or however long this video is going to be. Thank you so much for your time. And ladies and gents, please do not forget to hit that subscribe and like button, as well, as that really pushes this channel so incredibly far. And we have tons and tons and tons of content for the most advanced open world survival game out there. in my opinion, in history for this type of gameplay and survival genre. So if you guys want to keep up and see what's going on in Norway Gamepires or the Croatian Gamepires and this beautiful open world survival game we have, then please do not forget to hit subscribe and smash a like as well. So I know I've said that a few times, but it's very important. So with that being said, guys, stay safe. Much love. Have a great rest of your weekend. And I'll catch you guys on Tuesday's stream. Stay safe.